So in this video, we are going to summarize the chapter construction, chapter number 11, construction. In exercise 11.1, we were dealing with the construction of a triangle with a given scale factor. Do you remember how we did that? We will draw a triangle according to the given condition. Sometimes it will be given that it is isosceles, otherwise it will be given that it is right triangle, otherwise the sides will be given, and in some cases two angle and one side is given, so it depends. So according to the question, we will be drawing the triangle. Okay, after that the next step is, so if I am naming the triangle as ABC, I will be drawing a ray like this, and I have to mark number of points. How will I choose a number of points? Suppose that the scale factor given as A by B. Scale factor given as A by B. From A by B, take the number which is greater. So for example, if I am taking the scale factor as 3 by 4, numerator is 3 and denominator is 4. Of 3 and 4, which is a greater number? It is 4, isn't it? So how many points we will mark here? We will mark 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4 with the same measurement. And we will name the point as B1, B2, B3 and B4. Okay, in the scale factor A by B, we will choose, if it is 5 by 4, of this 5 is a greater number. So how many points we will mark here? We will mark 5 points. So in general case, if the scale factor given as A by B, choose which is greater. If B is greater than A, how many points will I mark here? I will mark B number of points with the same distance. Okay, the next step is, if the scale factor is less than 1 or greater than 1, choose the smaller number of the given scale factor. Of the given scale factor means choose the numerator and denominator as two different numbers. In the example, if I am taking as 3 by 4, the numbers are 3 and 4. Of these two numbers, which is the smallest number? The smallest number is 3, isn't it? Then join this vertex with the fourth point. In this case 3 by 4, I will be joining fourth point with the C. Okay, join the point. How we will consider the point? Take the denominator. 4 is the denominator. So take the fourth point and join it with the C. Then take the numerator 3. Okay, through the third point, draw a line parallel to B4C. The construction I am not doing. I hope you know the construction. And mark it as C dash. Okay, then the last step is, through C dash, we have to draw a line parallel to AC. And I will draw the line like this. And I will mark it as A dash. And this will be our required triangle. In this case of scale factor is 3 by 4, which is less than 1, we are getting a triangle smaller than the given triangle. Okay. Again, in the case if I am taking a scale factor greater than 1, the same is the case. Draw the triangle according to the given condition. I am naming it as ABC. Draw a ray. How many points I have to mark? Of these two numbers 5 and 4, the greater of the number is 5. So mark 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So I will name as B1, B2, B3, B4 and B5. Then which point I have to join? Denominator is 4. So fourth point I will be joining with the C. Okay, fourth point I will join with the C. Since the scale factor is greater than 1, I have to extend this side and also this side. And the next step is, through B5, I have to draw a line parallel to B4C. So I will be getting a parallel line like this and let it be C dash. And the last step, this is not actually parallel, you have to draw a parallel line. Okay, so again, through C dash, what do you have to do? You have to draw a line parallel to AC. Let it be A dash. So this will be the required triangle. Which triangle? A dash, B, C dash. We are getting a triangle bigger than the original triangle. And at last, for your answer, you have to write the triangle A dash, B, C dash is the required triangle. Then only you will get the full mark. That completes your answer. Okay. So if the scale factor is given, whether it is less than 1 or greater than 1, take out the number which is the greater of the given two numerator and denominator. Check out for the greater number. That many points you have to mark. Okay. Of the denominator, if it is 4, join the fourth point with the C. Here also it was 4. So I joined the fourth point with the C. Okay. Then the next one is that we took the denominator from the numerator. The numerator is 3. So from the third point we have to draw the parallel line. So here the numerator is 5. Second case. So I draw the parallel line through the fifth point. And then from there again we have to draw the parallel line. If it is a scale factor is greater than 1, we are getting a bigger triangle. If it is a less than 1, if the scale factor is less than 1, we will be getting a smaller triangle. This was how we have constructed the triangle using the scale factor. Okay, then one more was there in the chapter. To draw the tangent. To draw the tangent, what we have to do is, first of all, draw the circle with the given condition. Radius will be given. Okay, otherwise radius will not be given. We will have to find the center. If the radius is given, it is very easy to identify the center with the compass. If the radius is not given, we have to draw the chord, draw two chords which are not parallel to each other, and then using the perpendicular bisector we have to mark the center. So usually we will use the center as O, and we will take an external point. That too will be where there will be some condition for the external point. So if we are getting the center and the external point, the next step is join these two. This is common for each and every question. So join the center with the external point. Then the next step is draw the perpendicular bisector. To draw the perpendicular bisector, what we will do, take more than half of OP in your compass, draw the arc here and here. Again with the P as center, cut the arc. Okay, then join these two, then you will be getting a perpendicular bisector, and the meeting point we will be denoting by D. Again with the D as center, OD as radius, we will be drawing a circle, and the circle will be in this way. And the circle touches the given circle at 2 points. One point we will be naming as T1, and the second point we will be naming as T2. And the last step is we will join PT1 and PT2, which are the tangents. Okay, if you want to measure PT1 and PT2, you can use your scale and measure it, and you can see that those two measurements are equal. If you have drawn it correctly, the measurement PT1 and PT2 will be of equal length. This is the basic idea for drawing a tangent, and the question differs in the case of drawing the circle, otherwise taking the external point, etc., etc. In some of the question we have to take an external point from another circle. The same thing happens wherever we choose the point. The first thing to do is join the external point from where we are selecting, wherever it may be. Join the point together with the center of the circle in which tangents have to be drawn. Then draw the perpendicular bisector. The bisector meets at D with the D as center and this length as a radius. Draw the circle, and the circle touches at 2 points. Join the external point with the touching point. That completes the tangent. Okay, the difference comes in the question for drawing the circle or in the selection of an external point. So this is the basic idea. You have to do like this for each and every question. Okay.